adorable
Pretty
right
cool.
now.
I feel like a swamp witch.
Me too. I'm totally digging my hair right now.
Hello, viewers.
Oh,
Viewers!
Smash that like and subscribe button.
It's been a minute.
Been a while.
I want to apologize to our patrons and our viewers. Don't worry, you haven't been charged because we haven't put out any material. But we're back.
We're back from our temporary hiatus.
We're back and we're all swamp witches.
We're all swamp witches. That's what we wanted to do. We all became swamp witches together.
Every fucking one of us.
Yep. Wow. Oh
So.
my god. You look like an emo kid from 2002.
South Park called. They want their aesthetic back.
Wow.
It's because
went to high
am
school
an
with
emo,
that
emo
kid.
from 2002, okay?
That's true.
In
That's true.
2002,
Yeah.
Oh,
Anyway.
I was 11. I wasn't an emo kid yet.
I was I driving in 2002? I think I was.
I was in college.
Listen,
I was in high school.
We know I'm the baby here.
Yeah.
I was just starting 6th grade.
I was a sophomore, but I definitely hung out with that kid. He wore skinny jeans before skinny jeans were cool.
There's always somebody who was ahead of the curve, you know?
Yeah.
Sipped his coffee before it was cool, so he burned
Yeah.
his mouth.
Right? There you go. Classic.
Fucking emo kids.
Anyway, that was actually hipster, but
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of emo kids turned into hipsters, and yeah, whatever. So,
Or they're living out their goth fantasy.
Somebody's going to be living out a goth fantasy tomorrow.
I'm so excited.
Our intrepid party had just woken up from their trip into the real world and back into a concert, and woke up in their beds in the virtual reality world of this. And everything seemed normal until some deliveries came to each and everyone's doors.
Ah, yes.
Quite random assortment of objects. Someone got a Coke Zero, a case of Coke Zero. I believe that was our friends. It was Adelaide and
Willow.
Well,
It
was it?
No, I wasn't.
Not Willow.
Yeah.
Yeah. They also received a deck of playing cards. Mongoose got a magnetic checkerboard. Pretty neat.
Oh
yeah. Kirby got a roulette wheel on a big pedestal. It was pretty nice.
Nicest one.
Oh, his was by far the nicest gift.
Is Kirby actually broadcasting with us? I see his face.
Yo,
I don't know if we can hear him.
Chris, we can't hear you unless you're saying something.
That's the mute button that's been on this whole time.
Oh.
There he is. Hi.
Hi. I thought I was contributing, and it's just like, oh, I'm just not on it tonight. I'm not that funny. But
you would have been way funnier if we could hear you.
Yeah, I guess there's a trick to it.
Yeah.
I'm also like pretty tired, so that's probably part of it.
That makes half of us.
Yep.
Yeah. I think that literally we all got on and we're like, man, I'm tired.
And then
Mike's driving the struggle bus tonight.
Oh my god.
I think the only thing I said worth repeating is like I absolutely subscribed for the emo hair, Mike.
Man.
All right. Back.
There it is. That's why I
There it
keep
is.
coming back.
That
Viewers,
is
you asked for it and you get it.
mode. Anytime you're DMing, it's time to go emo.
Yeah.
What's my this perpetually
And Jadzia got some jumper cables.
Yeah, I was the jumper cables. That's right.
You know, some stuff happened and people were thinking about stuff that happened or not. But it eventually led you all to the coffee shop,
Yeah.
which was named
the coffee shop.
Isn't it just this coffee shop? Wasn't
this.
it?
No, I think it got renamed to Pentabucks.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah,
Pentabucks took
now.
over.
Yeah, Pentabucks took over. So
Fucking Pentabucks.
there was that.
Damn it.
And gosh, a bunch of stuff happened with Adelaide and her new boss, Chad or Brad.
Oh yeah, that was
Um,
great.
It's interchangeable.
There were some accusations of drug use and some reciting of policies, drug-free policies. And then from behind the bar, there's Jay. Turned straight, straight edge,
What a narc.
narc Jay calls HR. And shit gets real from there. Cans of Cokes are thrown.
It was a bottle.
No, they're cans. They were totally cans.
The picture was bottles, my dude.
No.
Nah,
No.
No.
don't make him put that hair down and prove you
No,
wrong.
it's a can.
Here.
He's right.
Let me point you to Exhibit A here on.
I like he
On
only
that.
drinks his Coke Zero out of cans.
Okay.
And espresso beans were spilled. People tripped and slipped on the espresso beans, making tragic failures out of their moves.
Man, we fucked last session.
Oh yeah.
It's all about shit in the bed.
But eventually, like, cooler heads
you,
prevailed, and
Actual perfection.
is that a burrito?
It's a pita pit.
Yeah, well, cooler heads prevailed, and Adelaide didn't get written up, and Jay maybe saw the light a little bit. And then there was like a flash, and there was a symbol on a TV screen. Some people went outside.
Wait. Didn't the TV say to look up?
Yeah, the TV said look up. So you looked up and there was nothing. There was the ceiling, and walked outside, and then someone looked up and saw what looked like a balloon, like a red and black balloon, floating behind a cloud. And then someone had the really bright idea of taking a rifle and pointing it, like squaring up and looking, causing a bit of a panic.
I remember that.
Oh.
I remember dismantling it very fast.
Very
after-
quickly. So you saw the balloon, and some other stuff happened. Oh gosh, it's been so long. I think you ended up going back to Mongoose's place to try and get some information, or connect to the internet or something using a piece of the Deck of Many Things.
Yes.
Oh my
And there were bad guys there.
and there were bad guys.
Yeah, some
were all-
phantoms.
There were some Senmez motherfuckers up in there ripping the place apart. They were tossing it.
I tried to shoot them, and it did not work.
Didn't the gun like disappear from your head?
And then I did lose Shantia's gun.
Yeah.
That's right.
hmm
So
But it looked like they were looking for something, and you
We
like
had
shit.
a hard drive. Didn't
Hmm?
we have a hard drive that we were trying to get information off of?
Yeah, you had like a little like a Raspberry Pi basically that Kirby I think had taken from the deck of
From
many things.
Yeah.
I thought it was. I don't know.
It's not actually a pie.
Well, yeah, it's not a pie. But so some tussles happened. Mongoose plugged in the device, and it came up with this symbol here. It's like the red oval. Let me share for our viewers here. I'm going to present to everyone. I'm going to share my screen so viewers. God, I forgot how to do this shit. Jesus.
You, my dude.
Whoa! Your beautiful face has been replaced by Roll20.
Whoa.
Ah!
Ah,
I'm good at this. This thing here.
Mayor Vadito.
mhm.
Right there. It's an oval, a red oval, with kind of a man in the black hat symbol in the middle. And then they kind of separated apart into the two separate symbols, and it said choose one. And I think you chose Red Tom right as shit was getting real. Everything kind of dissolved into the pixelated shatteringness, and you appeared on the beach.
Oh yeah.
And
Did I miss anything important?
I forgot about that part.
I fucking do not remember that part.
So now we're just standing on the beach.
Yes, you stand on the beach outside of the town of this, and the young boy known as Red Tom is standing solemnly in front of you.
Oh, I
He's
hate
got-
that kid.
A sort of forced smile on his face. In the background is the deck of many things looming in the distance. And he raises his hand and gives a slow wave.
I'm gonna wave. Be like, hello. Wait, okay. So I realized, like, almost immediately after we played last session, that I played really dumb. If Adelaide doesn't remember the real world, does she remember everything that we've done?
Yes, you remember everything you've done
You just
As
think you
though it
woke up
were-
in your bed again.
as though it were a very vivid dream.
Okay, so I would remember Red Tom and like reading him Good Night Moon or whatever it was the fuck I read him, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay.
So
But
you're
I
all
only
standing
remember-
there, and he waves, and he says, "We don't have long. You have to come meet us." And he points up in the sky, and he's pointing almost directly at that red balloon that you had seen earlier in the day. As he does so, his image starts to glitch out and pixelate into the grainy, digitized weirdness that you've come to know and love, maybe.
I feel like that might be overstating it.
and he says, "Up there." And as he starts talking more, his voice breaks up even more, as though he's buffering. He says, "You'll need to find a. I trust." And then he just disappears.
What the fuck?
Did anyone go back?
What's going on?
No one got that. Okay.
No.
I'm gonna reach into Willow's like fanny pack. I'm assuming Willow has a fanny pack, and like grab a bunch of jelly beans and just like start nomming on them. Like, okay, we gotta get a guy.
How are we supposed to get up to the balloon?
I mean, we could make a balloon.
How do you make a balloon?
I should know this, but I don't because I'm not myself anymore.
Um,
And Abigail doesn't know how to build things.
I mean, do
Okay.
you know anybody with a sewing machine?
How much of a distance are we talking?
Oh, it's a few hundred feet up in the air.
Damn it.
Is there anything around us?
There's a deck of many things.
That's it.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
going to say, can we go over to the deck
But didn't
and
the
start
deck?
looking?
Didn't the deck one time? Didn't we upset the deck or something, and it woke up and tried to kill us all?
No, the deck and Red Tom were connected, and
Oh,
got upset. The deck came to life. They were like connected.
okay. So
It was also when the simulation was very unstable. Like everything was kind of going to shit.
The simulation's not fucking unstable now. That might be also because of us, but shut up.
Huh.
Also,
I think we definitely have to go over to the deck of many things. That's the only possible place we could find something.
Yeah, at least what we might be able to use to build something, but we should check it out.
all right. Let's do it.
And I'm just like, okay, you can do this. You can do this. You're totally chill. And it's not a big deal. You know how to fix things and build things. And reach in and pop a couple jelly beans. And I'm like,
Fucking jelly.
totally.
Are you
Okay.
guys eating weed jelly beans? Is that what's happening right now?
Yeah.
we're getting.
These are at a minimum CBD jelly beans.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's
Drugs are bad, okay?
the deck of many things is it is a deck made out of many things. There's a huge assortment of things. Again, it's sort of like a Coney Island pier. It goes out for a few dozen feet, and then it ends at in the middle of the ocean, sort of, with a hut built out of more things. Inside the hut is just like you remember. It's a little room with a desk and a little bed, and on the bed there's a book that says "Goodnight Moon," and it's open, face down on the bed.
Adelaide just starts fucking sobbing.
What the fuck?
Just cuss.
Okay.
Just ugly sobbing.
Is there anything else in the room?
So there is on the desk. There is still that business card of this guy here, the Dermot Microsystems business card on there.
Yep.
I'm so fucking mad. I'm still so fucking mad that I called that shit. I'm so fucking mad at my.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, I mean it's just as you remember it, except it's not trying to eat you this time.
So on the desk there, I want to try and look for like blueprints because I feel like this deck has don't have blueprints on how to build a fucking balloon or how to build like a fucking airship or thing.
I hope it's a goddamn transformer and it can become whatever we want.
A bicycle with wings that flap when you pedal.
But I mean,
Yes.
it's connected to Red Tom, so I don't know. I feel like it would like, I don't know. I would investigate, but I don't know. I just want to investigate.
So, is your intention to use this deck of many things to build something? Or are you going to use this deck of many things for a different purpose?
I mean, I would assume that
Well,
we would. Go ahead.
we have to get up in the sky,
Uh-huh.
and I'm not Willow anymore, but I know Willow, kind of, and I know she's always wanted to build something that can fly. So, well, I'm not sure how the fuck to do that, but seems like I should try.
Yes, but I don't know. Is there any way that I can like search? I just want to see if there's like blueprints because I feel like Red Tom came to us and gave us that like those instructions for a reason other than like telling us to get up to go. So I feel like maybe the deck or at least the inside might have some help. Is there anything in there? See any papers, any blueprints?
IKEA instructions on how to build a hot air balloon.
Yeah.
What about like Pippi Longstocking? Ever read, like the autogyro that they just willed to fly?
Wow.
Huh.
If we all have enough jelly beans, maybe we'll be able to get high enough.
There, what?
Parker, the one thing that sticks out to you in that room is the book.
Okay, I'm gonna pick up the book
Okay.
at the open page that it's on.
Okay. Let me see here.
Did you actually go get pages from Goodnight Moon? You beautiful bastard.
Oh my god.
Monster.
Mike's dedicated. Never been a doubt about that.
True story.
No, it's not going to let me do that. Here, I'll just. I will share this. God damn it. There. Okay. Now we'll share my screen. But I remember how to do that. We'll do
I
it.
believe in you.
This is the screen by which is opened. Good night room.
Oh, good night, room.
Good night, room.
Oh my god, the camera just suddenly turned to a whole bunch of Parker forehead. That was great.
My forehead is talking. I'm trying to like zoom in. It's actually real life trying to zoom in.
I figured you were that close because you were definitely trying to see.
Well, because I'm on my phone.
Whoa.
Oof.
Here, I'm going to try and add this as a handout.
It is a mysterious note.
Mysterious note.
Also, for later, for all you diehard Goodnight Moon fans, I'm throwing a link in here to a must-read article. All the problems with Goodnight Moon.
Leave it to a librarian.
Are you fucking serious, Brozo?
It opened it. Yeah.
There's no problems with Goodnight Moon.
You read that and get back to me on that.
Communist propaganda.
It's actually super problematic.
What?
So, is there?
I'll be back in a minute. I have to go process this. No, really, my legs are cold. It's freezing in here. I've got to go change my pants. I'll be right back.
So
God,
there's
it was cold here. Oh.
God, everyone, shut up. So there's a red balloon. Is there anything else I can flip through the book? Is there anything else, and like keep my finger on this page? Is there anything else that I can like see that is like out of place or anything?
Nothing appears out of place. No, there is a like a post-it note at the very back that says, "Remember her."
What the shit?
I just spit Girl Scout cookies all over my desk.
Oh, fuck.
I'm sorry, that's so dark. You're a messed up man.
Oh, that wasn't actually meant to be dark, but
Oh,
I see how it can be construed that way.
Who's supposed to remember who? Is supposed to remember me, or am I supposed to remember Adelaide?
I'm just gonna keep eating my cookie.
I guess that's gonna be up to your interpretation.
Do I need to roll?
For sanity?
If you would like to roll, you can roll.
What do I roll? Ow! Let me lose my mind, please. Just let me lose my mind. Rolling.
I mean, creating a distraction would be an apt thing to do right now. Distract yourself from this.
Would that be a magic? Or,
Yeah. Imagine.
Let's see.
That's one success.
I'll leave it.
Leave it. Okay. So, you're pretty sure it was written by Tom, so he would remember you. But it doesn't, like, it still makes you feel weird. Like, who am I supposed to remember now? What? Huh?
I have a crazy in my brain.
I lost it. I can't open the stupid attachment. Come on.
So who's doing what? We've got Adelaide looking at a book.
That's it. That's all.
I mean, I'm gonna go out onto the deck and I guess start looking around.
I think Chris had a really
So you're looking around. What are you looking for?
So I'm really trying to put myself in Willow's shoes and see if I can MacGyver something out of the things that I can find on this deck.
Okay. So you're looking for useful items to build a flying machine?
Yeah.
Okay. What strategy would you use?
Well, I'll tell you. Every time I open my character sheet, it's just Alana from. I laugh every time. Okay, sorry.
Who is that?
It's from Broad City, Alana. Come on.
I got you. Reduce, reuse, recycle.
I mean, I don't know. I guess I would use improvising.
What are your tags? Can I look at your tags?
Yeah, my tags. I can't use Mr. Fix-It anymore
No, because Beijing
Why?
happened.
because of Beijing.
Because of Beijing. I forgot about that.
I also can't use Everybody's Buddy anymore because I miss her. Man.
Hey,
So-
yeah.
wait. Matt Larson.
Yeah, what the fuck, right?
Hey, bud. Just a
Yeah.
real quick question. What the fuck?
Yeah.
What?
He sent me.
Here, I'll do this. Let's see. Isn't there a share screen in this bitch? Where the hell did that go? There it is.
He sent me a pocket pussy that's shaped like a foot.
Nope.
This is what the internet's done. You guys
No. You get that off of this screen right
It's
now.
called a vajankle.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that and I was like, I need to make sure that Parker sees it too. So, yeah.
Thanks.
I mean, if you could get overnight shipping, you could have it in time for the party.
That's true. You could bring it.
Prime now that shit.
I already sell my feet pictures. I think I'm good.
Listen, there are very few things that I judge, but foot fetishes is one because I think feet are the most disgusting thing in the whole wide world.
That said, making money off your feet, hey, more power to you.
Actually, Kate and I just had this conversation last night. Literally, just last night. She was like, how much would somebody have to offer you for you to like send some kind of like foot video for sex purposes? And I was like, well, it depends on what I have to do with my feet. And I think I came to $1,000.
See, I don't have to do anything. I literally just have to like take pictures of the bottom of my dirty feet.
Yeah, that's
Pictures of my feet and foot.
I have no doubt that if I was actually an attractive lady, the things I would probably do to make money on the internet these days. Who needs a job?
Dude, I don't even have to show my face.
no, yeah. I know. I just can't do it. Feet. I'd send like pictures of my knees or something to people. I don't care about that, but I don't know. People can be weird. Like, why do people are into feet? Like, what's the difference, really?
That is like the most common fetish.
I know, but it's gross.
But you're not wrong.
I really don't care if they put the puppy mask on. Like, more power to you. Feet, dig a hole and die in it.
What if it's a person in a puppy mask who doesn't like feet, but they like paws?
Paws are fine.
Yeah. Who doesn't like
I
paws?
have-
Open toes?
I have a question.
Rick.
I love
Um,
Rick.
It's so great.
How do you be sexual with knees?
How do you be sexual with feet?
Foot jobs. People give those.
Yeah, they're gross.
No, I've like Midwestern guy has been exposed to feet things.
I don't know. I made the
but
knee thing up,
Parker.
but I'm sure there's somebody out there.
Somebody probably likes the behind the knee and you just bend your knee.
Yeah, you could definitely do behind the knee.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. Is that you could like bend your knee and then you could have someone just like ram their dick into it.
Wow.
Did you start a humping motion when you said that?
Mhm.
Mhm.
Okay, just making
Viewers, feel free to comment below with your favorites.
At which point, then I'm the one in error.
How do you make knees sexual, viewers?
In the comments
send your
below.
ideas to escapeffarts@gmail.com.
Yep, or post it on our Patreon. You know.
Also,
Oh my god.
confession time. Confession time to all of us.
Oh no, Parker, are we gonna learn something about you that we can't forget?
Yeah.
Oh, here it comes.
um,
Literally.
Definitely given a foot job.
Dude, we can't be friends anymore.
Just don't give us any
That's-
names so that it doesn't.
I draw the line at feet and clowns. That's it. That's the only two things that I request people not fuck around with.
And $10 a month and up patrons get that video.
That's right. If you drop a
I
thousand,
actually think our next merch should just be a T-shirt of Rick raising his hand, going, "I have a question."
you know, I think that would just be a hilarious T-shirt, and nobody would get it but us if it was just kind of like the
We
like
should all just.
Parker with the Snapchat graphic. If it was a picture of Rick, just I have a question, and just that as a stencil on a shirt, I'd wear that. People would be like,
We should all just walk around Gen Con with T-shirts of Rick raising his hand and says, "I have a question." Oh my god, I love these little side quests that we have.
side quest. Yeah.
You just better hope that that your feet people don't find out about this, Parker, or we'll actually have some viewers.
We actually get real viewers.
Oh, gross, gross, gross. Feet are so gross.
It was like 10 years ago.
Dude, you should do that shit today. Like, people make so much money off of it.
No, I still sell pictures.
No,
of
the
my-
foot job.
Oh, okay. The foot job is not acceptable. 10 years ago, ever. It doesn't
I didn't-
matter.
No, I was exploring options. It wasn't for my pleasure.
It's just the feet. I just hate them so much.
This reminds me of a lot. I was recently rewatching season 6 of Game of Thrones, where the High Sparrow was like, "Congress does not require desire on the woman's part."
Good old days. Oh,
Like-
Yeah.
Welcome to like most sexuality, my dude. Unless you're lesbian.
I was going to say, not mine.
Listen, I was getting
That's not how it's. No, I'm just gonna shut up.
That's not how it should be. You're right. You're onto it.
you right. But
Anyway.
You were gonna roll improvising, and we're gonna call it an imaginative use of it.
I'm really just okay. I'm so upset.
I feel like that was an imaginative use of whatever it was we were doing.
Everything that just happened was, oh boy.
One success.
Okay.
One success. Do you have a tag that you'd like to use here?
Yeah. I am going to, like, as I'm looking, I'm getting frustrated. But I'm gonna use my "there is no spoon." I'm gonna like remember that this isn't real, and I could and try and harness that person that I created in my head. Like, I know her better than anyone else, so I'll use that.
Roll that shit.
roll that beautiful.
It's still a super.
Still
Or not.
fail. So
Yeah.
it is what it is.
It is what it is. So, I think you find something, but it's not immediately obvious how it's going to be helpful. What do you find?
What do I find? Huh. I probably find, God, something like really dumb. I don't even know what. Like one of those children's like pedal cars.
Okay, yeah.
Like
Like
a
old
tricycle.
Yeah, but like the little car that you can get inside and like pedal it.
The thing that I could still fit inside of.
Yeah. And I'm like, I don't know, this could work.
Cool.
Maybe need to get some kind of like a tarp or like a.
Cool. Yeah. So, we have Adelaide reading a book. We have not Willow playing with a toy car. What else are we doing?
I'm from the first time I saw the deck, I drew a picture of it on the inside of a snack cake box.
You did.
So I'm gonna I'm gonna pull that drawing out and compare to see if anything like drastically changed that I can easily see.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
Yeah.
As you gaze out at the deck, you just see Not Willow like leaning in, like pulling random things out and throwing them over her shoulder, like no.
So what strategy do you want to use here?
I also have some skill in improvisation, so I'll give that a try.
Okay. I think it's probably imaginative.
Okay, so I click on this. Do I click on this? Over here. How do I make this go?
Do you have your character sheet popped out?
Yeah.
It won't work. Popped out.
Oh, all right.
Oh no shit.
There we go.
Oh my.
Oh.
That is that's a critical fail. So
Close away.
round the table, what's the worst thing that could happen as Kirby unfolds his fall party cake box and looks upon the deck of many things and back down to his drawing?
Bird flies up and grabs the paper out of his hand and flies off with it.
I figured similar, but strong breeze. You know.
I was gonna say that the piece of the deck that he's standing on, like, just glitches out and he falls in the water.
It just floats away.
I was gonna say that his paper glitches out and just goes away.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, all right. He's looking at the box and he's looking, he's at the edge of the deck and he's looking and he looks at the area that he's supposed to be standing in and he notices on the drawing that there's nothing there. And as soon as he realizes that, he looks down at his feet and there's nothing there and he plummets into the water.
Like Wile E.
Soaking-
Coyote running over the side of the cliff.
Soaking his drawing. Luckily, it's only a few feet deep, so it's not like you're
Drowning.
gonna drown here, but it's very embarrassing and you lose your sketch.
Aw.
Meanwhile, I'm pulling out an umbrella and trying to attach it to the car and see if it'll fly.
Oh my god.
It's going super well.
Mongoose or Jadzia, you what are you doing?
No, you can't see the paper. It says help.
Yeah. I imagine I'm looking through my scope at the thing and trying to determine whether or not it would be worth shooting. I don't think I want to, but I'm also trying to see if I can see anything through my scope that gives us any information about the object.
Okay. I don't even think you need to roll for that. You pull up your scope and you look up at the balloon. You now have a clear picture of it, and it's sort of a ramshackle dirigible. It's like a hot air balloon with an enclosed basket. There's some windows, and the window that you look at has Red Tom looking down at you, and he breathes on the window and he writes, "Need a connection to us."
Guys, Red Tom is up there. He just wrote a message that says, "Need a connection to us." Should I shoot his balloon so that he comes down to us?
No,
Well, okay,
no.
I
That
I
sounds
but
that sounds immediately dangerous to his life and/or health.
I mean, it's probably not a hydrogen balloon, right? It's probably okay, but I get it. I get it.
No, Jadzia, he just said we needed to go up there. Come on now. You're smarter
No.
than this.
I mean, a connection goes either way. He could
You're
connect to us by coming down to us.
Look at me. Look at me. You're not just a pretty. Come on, use your brain.
Okay.
So, player Rick has an idea that I'm not sure Mongoose would know.
Metagaming. I like it.
Okay.
Does Mongoose know that we're in the Matrix?
Of
You don't-
anyone, Mongoose has the least grasp on that, probably because Mongoose didn't actually get out.
Yeah, I never actually came out of it. So-
I think you have been told, and the clues are there, and things definitely seem not right. So it's not out of the question that Mongoose would start to suspect.
Not everyone remembers. Not everyone remembers, because I know Adelaide doesn't remember. You gave that choice to us.
Right.
So the thing that I was thinking that we could do was, you know how they get out of the Matrix over telephone lines?
Oh yeah.
I was thinking of trying to see if there was a way to transmit our selves onto the balloon.
Yeah, I mean, it says it needs a connection. Do we still have the Raspberry Pi?
Can we look for a Wi-Fi signal that maybe he's putting out from the balloon? Connect to it that way or something?
I was thinking of jumper cables, but I don't think they meant that kind of connection. Okay.
I also thought jumper cables.
Chris, I love you. So great.
Good job, both of you.
Wow.
We're doing a real good job.
Real good job. Real good boy.
So maybe that's not a great thing to try and transmit ourselves.
I mean, we are in a virtual reality, so it's not outside of the realm of possibility. I just how we go about executing it, or who, because I know that not Willow knows, but I don't know who would think of that.
Yeah. The other thing I was thinking is he said that he needed a connection. Maybe there's a way that we can forge an emotional connection between the five of us and Red Tom, and that'll draw him back.
He already has an emotional connection with
Adelaide. With
yeah,
Adelaide.
from the story.
Yeah.
Right, but can we somehow use that to reinforce it and summon him?
Hey, I'm gonna read that book.
But he wants us to come up, not him come down.
Yeah, I have an idea. I'm gonna read the book out loud.
All right.
And see what happens.
Tell me how you read it. What strategy are you going to use to summon your reading capabilities here?
I literally have storytelling. I do, and it's at Legendary. So
Be a legendary storyteller. That's going to be reasonable, I would say.
fuck my beans.
Wait. I have a question. Why would you fuck beans?
No. They're fucking my beans.
I'm confused.
See, my brain immediately went to the idea of, female masturbation being flicking the
Like
bean.
the bean.
Yeah.
That's what I, yeah.
Like, if a girl said, fuck my beans, I would assume that meant, fuck my vagina,
That's
where
not
the bean is nearby,
okay.
Yeah.
You added that. You added me.
That was the connection of all my thoughts. I'm just telling you what my brain did. Fuck a you. Fuck a you.
Fuck you.
Oh.
But you have success and a failure.
Yes, I know. I'm getting
Sorry.
no. Originally, I used to say my balls, but I don't have those, and so now I've tried to implement fuck my beans. So
Why are you shitting balls?
no, what? No. I used to say fuck my balls.
Oh, I thought you said I used to say shit my balls. I was like, wait, that went way the other direction.
No, I still say shit on my dick though.
Ew.
You're a fan of Nikki Glazer?
That's disgusting.
No, I've been saying that for a while.
Do you know who she is? There's a comedian that her whole bit was we should change. If you play with fire, you're going to get burned because literally nobody ever plays with fire anymore. But people do like sort of uneducatedly mess with anal. If you fuck somebody in the ass, you're going to get shit on your dick.
I mean, that's probably accurate.
It is. The tag I'm gonna use is nurturing intuition.
All right. Give it a roll. You turned it into a critical success.
Woo woo.
It's because they're a legend.
So, what's the best thing that could happen here, Parker?
The best thing that could happen is that because Red Tom and Deck of Many Things did me the story to the Deck of Many Things kind of sparks it and turns it into a transformer, and it transforms into a hot air balloon.
Damn.
I mean, you can't argue with that.
Wow.
But I don't know, I feel bad because this is Willow's thing.
Willow, as you are reading it, Willow comes riding up in a pedal car with an umbrella.
Have you guys seen the Lego movie?
Yeah.
Spaceship! Spaceship!
Oh, man.
So, you start reading, and the Deck of Many Things starts to sort of tremble. Kirby, you're like climbing your way back up, so you're not going to get left behind here. But it starts to tremble, and then it just like grows this arm of Many Things, and as Not Willow wheels into the room, it just grabs her with the umbrella and the car as she's pedaling, and it hoists her up to the top as like an engine.
This is
And as-
everything that I ever wanted.
Oh my god.
And places her ahead of the Deck of Many Things, and Willow begins pedaling as though she were Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
I can see it in my head. It's so dumb. Oh, it's so great.
And the Deck of Many Things lifts up from the water and flies.
I'm just like, it's working! It's working!
I'm just clinging to the side, looking down at the ground. I'm like, holy shit!
It's so stupid. Wow.
I wish I
That
could
was
draw
great.
so I could draw this.
I really wish that we.
If ever there was a time for fan art,
Oh, this
now.
is it. Wow. That was
Okay.
amazing. Okay.
So I mean, you've successfully built something that can fly.
She really believes it too. She's like, holy shit, I did it.
I fucking love Willow. Willow.
What I
Willow
love
is
is-
so good.
I love that it's actually Abigail. And so she's really like, what the fuck? Wow.
Well, okay. We will have a little montage here of everyone like grasping on for dear life as this thing floats like very slowly through the air. You see Willow like pedaling super, super fast, but it's just like
We really need fan art. And I
And
wanted
the
to
ET song in the background.
I wanted to also include someone hanging from the bottom of the deck.
Does it have a radio? Because I hope it's playing like a recording of the concert we sang in.
Yes.
I was gonna say maybe share this episode with like everyone, but I also committed to giving a foot job, so maybe don't share this whole episode.
Very specific edits.
Makes it better, actually.
yeah.
Radio edit.
Oh my god. This is great.
It was like 10 years ago. Nobody's going to remember that.
Except we just reminded them. Anyway, the montage, it's like one of those painfully long ones where like you expect the thing to just like go flying up really quickly, and it's just like shows the balloon, shows the thing, shows the balloon, shows Willow, shows the balloon, shows Willow. And each time the screen in between, there's no distance moving. It's just
Oh god.
I'm just imagining like my character cleaning inside, like trying to strike like this dramatic pose, looking off to the distance, like okay, we're traveling now, and just getting like totally bored.
Yeah, I imagine saying out loud, like, are we getting closer, everyone? I literally can't tell.
Are we there yet?
Yeah.
We'll turn this balloon around.
Balloon around.
Part of my hero. I owe you.
What?
Seriously?
Dan's doing a phone interview.
Oh.
Oh,
I thought
I'm an
that he
intern.
was saying one of us was his hero, and now I'm a little disappointed.
What a letdown.
In my head canon, he was talking about Abigail / Willow.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Wow. I really wish one of us could draw.
So about half an hour goes by, and Willow is just pouring sweat. Just sweating gross, nasty sweat. When you eventually finally meet up with the balloon, and Willow does a masterful docking maneuver, a little rope ladder rolls down, and you are able to disembark and embark onto the balloon. Should you choose to.
I'm like, I got us here, guys.
I'm so fucking.
Get out of the fucking balloon!
Okay, give me a second. I need to right back.
Sure.
Mongoose has double high fives for Willow.
Yeah.
And like when you do, it's just like sweatiest,
Sweaty-
nastiest palms
sweaty
ever.
I'm gonna discreetly like wipe my hands on my pants.
It's cool, dude. It's cool. Let's get on this balloon, guys. Come on. I'm gonna start climbing up the thing. Probably slowly.
Oh man, I wish I would have gone before you because now the rungs are all like wet.
Yeah.
But
Like dripping sweat
Oh.
down onto the people behind me.
This would be a perfect D&D thing where you'd have to roll to like hold your grip.
Yeah.
I've gone down slippery ice stairs before, and our whole party ended up in a pile at the bottom.
Need a dexterity saving throw.
Yep, and it went poorly. And then one person in the party, like when we were leaving, it was like, "Is there a railing or something?" It's like, "Yeah." Fuck! No one ever asked when we were going down. Not one person.
Oh man.
All right. I'm not gonna make you roll any of that. You will make it up the ladder just fine.
Good.
And file in. And as you get into the basket, it's I don't know, like 15 feet in diameter. It's pretty cozy. And right in the middle of the basket, sitting at a small round table, you see Red Tom and the man you've only known as the man in the black hat, sitting
Wait,
across
wait,
from
wait.
each other.
Isn't that Mayor Ma?
It is Mayor Ma.
Bum, bum, bum.
Yeah, we've met that dude before.
You have met
We-
that dude.
We met him in the Matrix.
Mm-hmm. They sit apparently unaware that you've arrived, and they're locked in an intense stare. Their right hands are clasped together, and each of them are struggling as much as the next, worming back and forth, making lunging motions in their seats, and all the while their hands are still clasped together. And just as like the last one of you steps aboard, Red Tom makes a swift motion and bears forward toward the man in the black hat and shouts, 1, 2, 3, 4, I won the thumb war.
I was just about to say, are they having a thumb war right now? That's amazing.
And at which point they both like just burst into raucous laughter. And Mayor Ma, he pounds the table and he says, damn it, Dermot. You only won because I was distracted. We have guests after all. Red Tom, it's like, likely story. Come on, Thomas. Let's greet our guests. And so they both turn to you and look.
Wait. Are Red Tom and Mayor Ma the same person?
Don't know. But Mayor Ma, he turns to you and he gives a nod and holds up his hand and says, well, first, I'm so sorry, but I need to do this so you fully understand what's happening. And he just snaps. And as soon as the sound hits your ears, so too do all of your memories of who you were and who you are. They all flood back.
I
Each and
vomit.
every one of you.
I I throw up.
Nothing changes for me, so I'm just like, what?
Yeah, I was gonna say I remembered. I rolled well on that, so just like, oh,
The entirety of your previous life is there, and the entirety of your last bit of time that you've been spending apparently fighting the man that stands in front of you.
Huh.
interesting.
What the hell is going on?
Yeah, what the fuck?
Oh, yeah. Well, please just listen to what I have to say. And then I promise I'll answer any questions you have. We were getting too close. We couldn't risk giving everything away. So that's why we had to bring you up here. And then the Sen Mez started poking around and threw everything into chaos. So first, let me clear up any confusion. My name is Thomas Dermott. Yes, that Thomas Dermott.
So you are the
And
same.
this, he motions over to Red Tom, is also Thomas Dermott. And this, as he sort of motions in a grand gesture around everything, this was supposed to be my crowning achievement, my gift to the human race, to the earth. And he sort of paces back and forth now, heads over to the edge of the basket and looks down. Red Tom just glitches where he was and then appears next to the man in the black hat. He says, this isn't what was promised to you when you signed up for this program. This isn't what I intended.
Goddamn right it's not.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, and it's all my fault. I fucked up the best thing I had going for me, and my world and your world and a bunch of other people's worlds just came crumbling down. I built this place knowing or hoping at least that my interest was protected, that investors couldn't twist this place into the capitalistic shithole that everything's turned into these days. We had a majority stake in the company, and nothing could stop us from making this into the paradise that we dreamt. And he turns back away from the window and looks at you, and he waves his hand in the air. And as his hand waves by, like the image of a man, sort of like he's swiping a photo into the air, a man appears in front of him. He's a handsome, well-to-do looking gentleman, and it's someone that Jadzia, or no, Shane would recognize all too well. He says he was my best friend, my closest confidant. We were equal partners in this company, and when Willie died, stretches out his fingers, poof. I broke Chuck's trust, and that broke him. Well, that broke everything.
Fuck.
With him dead and the courts in charge of his assets, his shares were dispersed, and it was easy for the board to swoop in and turn this into what you see today.
You son of a bitch.
God damn.
He makes another passing motion with his hand, and as if you were scrolling through a photo line on your phone, just hundreds and then thousands and then millions of still images of versions of you. Well, you from the digital world pass by, each one, it looks like, with a date and timestamp on it.
Did we just get fucking Westworlded?
You've been stuck here, reliving the same few days over and over and over again. I'm here to make it right.
How?
Well, to give you a choice, something you haven't had in a while. You can wake up, go back to the world that you left, the real world. You can stay here in this lie and, well, frankly, die a martyr to the Sen Mez, because this place is going up soon. Or
okay.
you can come with me to the place that you were promised.
Are we all gonna die?
How do we do that?
Yeah, sign me up for that option.
Wait. I have an actual question in game.
Mhm.
Other than hoping for death.
You can't hope for death in every game.
Bet. Is this happening in every one? Like in every world that's created? Is this happening like all over the system, or is it just us?
Oh, it's happening everywhere. They would have you believe that there are a lot of these cells. Not as many as they would have you believe, but yes, there are hundreds of people like you who have been duped.
Are they going through the same thing and like doing what we're doing, or do they not even realize it?
Most don't realize it. The only reason you lot have experienced what you have is, well, that's my fault. I came for you, I destabilized the program, and well, you all have a connection in some way to this, to me, to all this.
What do you mean?
Well, he motions over to Jadzia. Shane here defended Chuck. Well, didn't represented Chuck.
Who?
Chuck was my...
No. Who's Shane?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
You know Shane as Jadzia. Chuck was my partner and co-founder of Dermot Microsystems. I did some terrible things. I slept with his wife, and things went downhill from there, and Chuck, well, he killed Lindsay and then himself, and
Michael
that's
Parker, you
why
son of
we're
a-
here.
You son of a bitch.
Who's Lindsay? Is that Chuck's wife?
Yes, yes. Well, was.
Yeah, that is dead now.
And my lover.
Yikes, dude.
Um,
Do you think maybe that was a poor choice?
Poor life choice.
I knew it was when I was doing it, but we all make bad decisions, don't we?
Yes.
So, some of us more than others.
Well,
So other than that, I mean, is there any other reason that you chose us? Like, not to be like...
well, he turns over to Abigail or Willow, and he says, Abigail was investigating a shell company of Dermot Microsystems that was, well, now is what's running this program. And you came along with your sister. Turns over to Kirby and says, well, Sen Mez are, well, you are very familiar with them, aren't you? They're now trying to destroy this, and they're very close to doing it. The only anomaly is Mongoose. I don't know why you were here.
I'm
Okay,
Frank-
so go ahead.
ahead.
I'm sorry.
So I was just gonna say, frankly, I'm not sure why I'm here either. I just kind of got caught up, and I'm along for the ride now.
I was gonna say, because Mongoose didn't have a backstory necessarily, other than like what we agreed upon in game, does he still just look like Mongoose?
You all still look like your avatars.
Okay, I
Um,
that we all went into real life form.
no.
Okay, then my question doesn't matter. Also, you're a son of a bitch, and I love you. I'm eating this up. It is so delicious.
So I suppose I owe you all an apology for, well, many apologies.
Apologize.
Many apologize. But as I said, you have a choice to make. I'll answer any questions you have.
What the fuck happened with Pentabucks?
Oh, that's just one of the algorithms for one of the many ad campaigns that you're subjected to. You would be sickened by the amount of advertisements that
The Coke Zero.
Yeah, guys. So when Chuck died and his shares got like sent out or whatever, just like with like Facebook and like Instagram and everything, like the reason everything's changing is because like all of the shares got sent to like corporate people, and that's why it's glitching out.
Motherfuckers.
I'm eating this shit up. It's so fucking delicious.
How did you let Adware into our utopia? Fuck you, man.
Well,
It wasn't his fault though.
That's
I mean,
one of the
It was, but
that I unfortunately didn't have any options. I was no longer a majority shareholder, and well, the thing really no one knows is the algorithm that runs this is me. I'm just like you. I'm plugged in to the machine, and it's my consciousness that is making this all work.
So can't you stop it?
That's why Red Tom is so ingrained in this. He is the AI that is this.
I thought he was you.
Well, he is me.
Yeah.
So you're the server, and Red Tom is the AI.
I am, yes, in so many words. I am the vessel. I'm the computer. Red Tom is the program. Although we're really one and the same.
So if we were to go with you, what would that entail? Like you promised us what we paid for, I guess, but like what how?
That is that's a tough one. You will need to wake up, escape from your dome, find me, and transport me back home.
Okay. Okay.
And it's there where I have set up this on a smaller but more secure scale.
Where are you? Where's your flesh prison?
On the same island that you're on.
Just somewhere in cool.
Wait, so are you in the, so is Olive like in real life, not in this matrix? Is everyone who's ever done this on the same island, or
Yes, yeah. The program is the physical location of your legacy vessels are it's on a small island in around New Zealand somewhere, roundabouts.
How do we disable the dome?
Ooh.
Well, once you're out of here, I'm not much of a help. I can try to unlock it, but as soon as I start making moves, they start shutting me down.
Okay. What can you tell us about how the dome works?
Oh, it's a simple 3-phase biometric lock. Retinal scans, fingerprint scans, facial recognition. Once you get past that, you should be fine.
Oh yeah, once we get past that.
Yeah.
Biometrics for who?
Biometrics for employees of Dermot Microsystems.
Oh. An
I
employee
can
comes
tell you
in.
that you have a contingent of legacy vessel attendants that come often to bathe and feed and
Wait,
maintain your bodies.
I thought we had feeding tubes in our stomachs.
Well, you do.
They gotta fill those.
No, that's dumb.
I love you. No.
I'm a dumb boy.
So we wait for someone to come in
Merkham.
and we disable them
We
and use them to get out.
moidle.
That would be the most straightforward approach, yes.
Where? So you said take you back. Back where?
I have a home in Japan where I have this set up.
How the fuck are we supposed to get to Japan?
How did you set up something in Japan if you've been here acting as a server for this?
He's there with us.
I've been very rich for a very long time, sir. I've been out of commission for 15 years, but
So we gotta get off the island and get to Japan.
Wait, are you located in Japan or are you on the island with us?
well, my vessel is with you, or near you at least.
And also with you.
Do you know how to? That
He is
was
visiting.
really Catholic just now.
Yeah.
Anyway,
You.
wow.
Sometimes it pops up. I'm sorry, I got baptized when I was 10. It's still a thing.
Yeah, I mean, I went to Catholic school for 9 years, dude.
Yeah, man.
Weird. Okay,
That explains a lot.
threw me off. Yeah.
For Maggie or me?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. That was the best answer too. So
Flash
do
back.
you know how to get off the island once we get you? Because my guess is once we start this, we're not going to have a lot of time to be looking
Yeah.
around for ways off the island. We need a plan.
There are boats and helicopters.
Ooh, wait, Willow. Doesn't Willow know how to drive a helicopter? That's not the right term.
Pilot.
Well, I mean, in the
Fine.
future, aren't some of these like automated anyway?
It's
Oh
a
yes,
driver.
Elon Musk
Elon.
Elon Musk.
Nailed it. Got it in one.
has
Little pop-up
revolutionized self-driving vehicles.
Say it.
I mean-
hey, Mike. Hey, Mike. Say it with a straight face. Wait. Hold on. Let me click on. Okay, say it with a straight face.
Can't
Say it with an emo boy face.
Yeah, that'll help.
Elon
Yes.
Musk.
Yeah.
There we go. Nailed it.
Oh man.
Mhm.
That's his emo identity now. When his hair comes down, he's Milan Usk.
Milan. Okay, fancy.
It's Milan, thank you.
Oh yes, yes.
Ooh, okay, fancy.
Milan Usk. Emo
Okay.
boy extraordinaire.
So we just have to basically assault someone, use their credentials, get out of the dome, find your body in how many of these domes are there?
They love domes.
47.
They love
Ye-
domes.
And do you God damn it. And do you know like which
They're not the
dome you're
only
in?
one.
What are we looking for? Do I have to we have to figure out how to break into 47 domes?
Yeah,
Oh god, we're gonna have to carry this person with us to use them to get into the next dome.
Yeah, wait. If so, we have to unplug you, right? Like that's a thing.
Oh yes.
Okay, so when we unplug you, is your whole shit gonna come back, and are we gonna have to carry you, or?
Oh, I should be able to walk. It's only been 15 years. I can't imagine
Yeah.
I've fully atrophied.
Because we've been under for 10 years, my dude, so it's not like we can really, carry you.
I'm not saying this is going to be easy.
Okay. No, we can do it. We just need a plan. You don't know which dome you're in compared to ours.
I would suggest the biggest, most heavily secured.
Biggest, fanciest, most best-looking dome, because I am
The
me.
most heavily secured one. So
I mean, it would make sense if he's really the server computer, probably the most centrally located dome.
That would also make sense, yes.
I guess if you want to be smart about it.
He's in dome number 0.
I do want to, again, put this out there. This facility is not going to last long. The Senmez are making their move, and by the time you wake up, very well could be on the island.
So are those like terrorists, I guess? What are they?
I mean,
Martin,
What's
Freedom fighters, please.
It's a global network of eco terrorists.
I fucking was right when I said terrorists, Rick. Fuck you.
Yeah. So
oh yeah, I would know who that is too. Yeah,
Yes.
they're terrorists.
yeah, because I was my family and I were members of the group.
I give him
before.
some serious side eye at that.
Yeah.
You have a family?
I did have a family.
I thought we were in love.
Wait, were we in love? What?
What?
Well, she's in love with Kirby.
Aw.
She's just fucking with you, dude.
Troll so hard.
No, but one of our missions went horribly awry. So I mean, all my spouses died, and I was paralyzed, and they cut me loose. So that's why I signed up for Paradise here. I just want to forget.
I look at Abby and I'm like, all his spouses?
Yeah, I mean,
Like
Fucking
spouses
terrorist.
plural?
Multiple.
I love how right now the two of you are hung up on the fact that he said spouses and not that he used to be a member of a terrorist organization.
We're not you.
Christ.
I mean, mistakes were made.
I mean, for sure, on everyone's part. That's why we're here.
Yeah.
So what I'm hearing is the only chance to get to Paradise is
Actual paradise.
to what we were promised is to unplug, do the thing,
Go to Japan.
go to
Full
Japan.
frontal assault.
Where in Japan? Like, do we? I mean, you'll be there, so you'll tell us.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I'll... Assuming you don't botch my extraction, I should be
For the
there.
confidence.
Don't worry, I'll give you instructions on how to disconnect with the least amount.
Can you not like disconnect yourself if you can disconnect us? Is it because you're like the main dude, or?
Oh, well, my connection's a bit more permanent.
Ew.
Ew is the only way you can possibly interpret that.
It's in his wiener.
I was just about to say that.
It was what?
Why are our brains the way they
It's
are?
where?
In his wiener.
Oh, I thought you said it's in his knee area. I was like, ew.
We're coming back to this. It's fine.
Oh, oh
Yeah,
wow.
here you can use knees for all sorts of stuff.
Both imagine
Jesus.
his
All of
dick
your
plugged into the
spouses.
Matrix.
Did you and all of your spouses do weird knee shit?
And that's why. That's why when he became paralyzed, he had
It
to-
was
He was useless to
It's
him
too
now.
much.
oh, it's sick.
That's so fucked up. That's so mean.
It's real
Larson's
sick.
just sitting back here like, what the fuck is even going on right now?
He's slowly clicking the unsubscribe button.
Yeah. There you go. Oh my god.
Okay. Well, I mean, so we gotta
Okay, what are
wake up,
how do we-
break out of a dome, find you, extract you, and get off of an island before a group of terrorists arrive to destroy it.
Yep.
Sounds like fun.
You make it sound so simple.
I've been on extraction missions before. We can do this.
Okay, so yeah, how exactly, since yours is more permanent in your wiener, how do
Wait, hold on. Both Abigail and Amelia at the same time go in your wiener.
yes, nailed it, got it in one. How
I didn't say hardwired.
Boom.
Carry
It
on.
always comes back to dick jokes, doesn't it, Maggie?
Every
wait,
time.
every single time
You started it.
I did.
It's the nature of this group.
Yeah.
It's fair. It's pretty soon it's going to turn into foot jokes.
That's unacceptable.
I gotta go. My
She's
past,
got a job to do.
I can't.
Whoa!
My life.
Wow.
I've literally aired this secret to the internet.
The
and it
internet.
can't come
All
back-
of our subscribers.
Yeah.
It can't come back to haunt me. I have to go.
You're going to get some Facebook DMs later.
I don't want that.
Please, no. So, dude, how do we get you unplugged?
Yes, it's what I'm trying to fucking ask.
I will print you out a manual.
Okay.
It will
Sure.
be in your dome.
Like that's going to be fucking helpful.
I-
Just that it'll be in our dome. Let him finish, for the love of fucking Christ.
So if Mongoose is, you're still Mongoose, like in the real world?
I mean, that's the only personality I know.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Did you choose to go to paradise to forget who you are, only to become who you are?
Yeah.
I fucking hope to God that Mongoose is the exact fucking same. Like, nothing has changed.
Because that means he's got some tech skills, right? That'll help.
Yeah, yeah.
I hope to fucking God.
I mean, you're 100% correct.
It's going to be great.
That is the funniest fucking shit I've ever heard in my entire goddamn life.
So yes, I will print out a manual. There's a dot matrix printer in your dome.
Oh, fuck you.
I pictured a dot matrix. And that's what I couldn't remember the name of it, but that's what I fucking pictured. Cheat.
Why?
The worst part is the instructions he's printing are like 400 pages, so we're going to be waiting for that printer for like
And that's why the eco-terrorists are coming.
self-driving cars, but dot matrix printers. This company,
It's on fucking like roller paper.
yep, we have to make sure too that it doesn't get jammed. So we're gonna have to be there to make sure to feed it out into a pile because it never It never does it well after a while.
Oh my
It
god.
gets too heavy.
Oh my fucking god. Oh my god, that's so fucking funny.
I will warn you, it's not a simple procedure.
Would you say it's hard?
Oh
No.
god.
I wouldn't, but I would say it will take very long.
Oh. Guys, can we stop with the dick jokes for like a second? I want to take a drink of my fucking monster. Please, I'm not on my couch. I can't spit this everywhere.
I would love to see a Parker spit take.
For like
If she
a
starts
second.
spitting that everywhere on camera, we're gonna get more fans once again.
Oh my god. I gotta go. I hate this.
I like that your default now is I gotta go.
I gotta go.
That's new
So are you worried
t-shirt.
we're gonna have any like software issues?
You got Rick with the question.
And on the back
Go.
is Parker's. I gotta go.
I gotta go.
Gotta go. Yeah, finger guns.
Oh god.
I'll update my my Bitmoji for you.
Oh my god.
Okay, can you like send the instructions and we'll fucking figure it out from there? Or do you want to give us like a quick rundown or something before you shoot us out into the real world again?
Yeah,
How much
sure.
time
I
do
mean,
we have?
so he gives you a quick rundown of like what's involved, and it is so where your little stock just inserted very cleanly into the,
Hold on,
what?
I had to click on Maggie so I could see her gag.
Oh,
Oh.
the little stock just inserts cleanly into the back of your skull. He describes how his is actually like little fiber optic pieces, like hundreds of them, just inserted strategically all over his head. He kind of looks like Hellraiser, he describes, but with fiber optic wires coming out of him.
And one in the dick.
Straight through the urethra.
God damn it. No dicks. No dicks.
He doesn't have a dick?
Oh, that's so unfortunate.
I turn to
Ooh.
Amy and I say, "You're getting the one out of his dick. I'm not doing it."
Like a fucking Ken doll.
And each one is connected to a clump of neurons and blah blah blah. The extraction procedure has to be done in a very certain order so as to not cross things, blah 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 blah. So he runs down that. As far as how much time you have, he says could be anywhere from a couple days to you're already too late.
Sick.
That's heartening.
Great. Are there any weapons on the island?
Oh yes,
Where are those located?
in the hands of the security guards.
At every dome? How many?
Oh, they're not at every dome. I can assure you there are several at my dome.
Okay. Okay.
But there's a contingent of, 15 years ago there were 100 on security staff.
Okay. That could be useful. Sure. Yeah. I mean, I
Let's
guess
do it.
we try. Yeah, we try.
Oh yeah, I'm totally going to do this. I want that shot at paradise.
Ditto. That was the whole reason for signing up for this program. I don't want to go back to my shit life.
I mean, it's either that or we die, which
You'll take either. We know.
Well, yeah. If I'm dead, it's fine too. So hey,
Yeah, S.A. Martin's actually in the same boat. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it's whatever. Yeah. We'll give it
I
a
was
go.
about to do it anyway. So
I'm-
hey, cool.
my husband and my kid are both dead, so I literally have nothing else to live for.
Yeah.
Quite the chipper bunch.
Yeah. Bunch of dark, depressed, fucking edgelords.
Literally, what else to expect?
Yeah. I mean, we signed up to leave our lives behind, dude.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you're probably not in the best hands, but I guess this is all you got.
It is.
You don't have any other choice.
You're in
Clearly.
the hands of a bunch of people that are like, well, if it happens, it happens.
Well, if I die, whatever.
No,
may have
please
chosen
stop,
poorly.
don't shoot.
Oh no, not death. I mean, but
I do have one tiny request.
On top of what we're already doing. Let's hear it.
If for some reason you don't think you're going to make it,
kill ourselves. Got it.
you have to kill me.
Ugh. You just gave a shit about wanting us to like kill ourselves and welcoming
Wait.
death.
Fine with it. Hold his head next to yours, and it'll work. It's good.
Wouldn't Senmez be trying to kill you anyway?
No, they're gonna try and keep him alive.
Why do we have to kill you?
Because he doesn't
So
want
this
to live.
can't keep going.
There you go.
To
Because you
prevent-
just want to die.
to prevent them from having this.
No, I don't want anyone to use me like this ever again. And if I can't get off the island, there's only one thing that's going to happen. The
What happens to
company's
all
gonna-
of these people that are on this island?
Do you really want to know?
Yeah, I
Like,
do.
nope.
Might make me feel better about killing you. I'm not sure if I can just kill you for no reason, but if there's a reason,
I'll be happy to do it when the time comes because of Chuck, but go on.
There's no way around it. I can almost guarantee you 90% of everyone on this island will probably die. Whether you do this or not, the Senmez will come and they will make you all martyrs for their cause. Or when you unplug me, the sudden and shocking rip from this reality will likely
kill them.
kill them.
Cool. So one way or another, they die.
Well, there is one way, but I hardly think you have the resources, time, or capacity to individually wake up each one and put them on an ark and bring them
How-
across the ocean to Japan with you.
I can do that.
Is there any way to have the system wake them all up simultaneously, or would we literally have to go to each person?
I could write a script.
Oh,
to,
shit.
Like
I'm not saying it's not possible, but it would be risky.
Does this facility come equipped with an arc?
The closest thing to it would be the executive yacht.
Executive yacht.
Well, yes, anytime executives come and visit the island. Well, at least when I was an executive, yeah, we traveled by yacht. Sickening, I know.
Huh. Well, I can say this. My past life wasn't what I thought it was in general. And I was clearly duped into believing that what I was doing was for the good of all. And it wasn't. But I got into it to help people. And I may have killed people on the way, but I don't have any intention of being the hand that pulls the plug on hundreds of people. So we have to try. I'm fine with dying, but I'm not fine with killing innocent people.
I don't know. The way I see it is like all of these people had nothing else to live for. And that's why they signed up. It's like everyone had a shitty fucking life and people were hurt and people died and everything. And that's why they signed up for this virtual reality bullshit that we all fucking signed up for. So
Better they die than get used anyway, if we can't get them out.
exactly. That's exactly what I'm saying is like these people aren't going to want the life that they will have if we don't make it in time. So why are we trying to save them? Like that just seems cruel. That seems like they're going to be living a worse life than what they had originally wanted and originally signed up for.
It's not so much the saving them that I'm worried about. It's being the actual person that causes their death.
Then I'll fucking do it.
No.
Yes.
You want to be the person that causes the death of hundreds of people?
If we're going,
I already caused the death of my child. Why am I not? I don't care.
and if we're getting plugged back into paradise, we're gonna forget all this anyway.
I guess I just believe there's still some morality around it. Whether or not I remember it isn't really important. I don't really care about myself or any of this. But if those people die, that's on us.
it doesn't have to be on you.
Abby, I get that you like have your own thing and your own guilt for everything that has happened to you. But like, man, think about it this way. If it was another group of people, wouldn't you want them to kill you in this circumstance?
Yeah. I would.
You don't have to be the one who does it. I'll fucking do it.
I feel like we're probably all gonna. This seems complicated, so.
Well, then we'll try our fucking.
Is there no way? There's no way to help get people off of this island. There's no way to bring people what they actually
I mean, what they want to
signed up for.
Is there enough space in this new paradise for everyone here, or is it just a select few?
Well, don't we also have to convince each person to come along? I mean, this is a very timely endeavor.
I
Yeah.
only have 10 terminals.
We don't have
Like my
time
home.
Yeah.
or resources for everything.
We can just unplug them. We don't have to take them with us.
Yeah, at the bare minimum, we're rescuing them from this shit show that it's become.
Then we just leave them in the hands of terrorists. You're probably right.
Terrorists who are on their way here to destroy the construct. They're not here to kill people.
They're
The
still
terrorists.
terrorists.
Right.
They're eco terrorists. They're just trying to do what they can to help the environment.
Right, like they don't have any problem with the actual people.
Unless
I
the
don't know.
people. Yeah, I don't,
The people are complicit, though.
Yeah, I don't.
It's fine. We'll fucking we'll deal with it when we get there. Our main focus right now is fucking getting ourselves out of this and getting homeboy over here, fucking Thomas Musk or whatever the fuck your name is, Dermot.
Milan?
Milan.
Milan. Husk.
Milan.
Whatever the fuck name you fucking bougie ass decided.
Bougie.
Like, out of here and to Japan. That is our main focus. Everything else, if we have time, we will get to it. It doesn't seem like we will, though. So.
And we die if we don't do anything,
Yep. Or we
which
live in this
is
fucking fucked up alternate reality.
for a few more minutes until they get here and kill us all anyway. So,
Well, a few minutes in this reality is
Yeah, I figured there's a time distortion going on here.
yeah.
a few minutes out there is hundreds of years here. So
Yeah.
you could go on living for a while.
And the same day over and over again.
Same few days.
Not really what I signed up for. Let's just do this.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck that.
Live. Let's go.
Let's get out of here.
Yeah.
fucking fax over your goddamn instructions and we'll fucking figure it out.
I love the idea that there's just a fax machine.
It's not even a fax machine. It's a
Yeah,
dot
you're-
matrix
It's a
printer.
dot matrix printer.
It's at least like a printer.
This would be a horrible thing to wake up to.
No.
This sound.
Okay. So he nods his head and Red Tom walks up to each one of you and he boops you on the nose. And as he boops each one of you on the nose, you just disappear and wake up. Disappear and wake up. Boop. Disappear. Wake up.
And we're hearing
And as you wake up, yes.
Yeah.
Wow, I want to die.
I couldn't help it. I had to.
And you awake to the dome. Mongoose, you have not awoken to this before. It's a glass dome. You're all arranged in a circle with like dentist chairs type situations going on. You're all plugged in. It's probably sunset time.
Add poop bust in a night mission.
And you have the sound of a dot matrix printer scratching away
I'm so
in the
fucking pissed.
background.
I'm so fucking pissed.
Why?
Parker's pissed. Adelaide, or whatever the fuck my character's name is, Amy doesn't care.
Why is Parker upset?
That is such a dumb noise to wake up to. Fucking stupid.
Why is there a dot matrix printer? Okay, all the technology in the world, and this is what he's got.
No, it's because they have to print it out in triplicate.
Yeah.
I try and move my feet. Does that seem to be working for me?
It does.
All right.
Cool. I'm just ripping this shit out. I don't care.
Yeah,
I'm
I've
not trying
taken
to-
it out before. So I know how to pull that thing out of my head now.
Yeah. You pull that shit out. It's again a little weird.
Uh,
Damn it! I wasn't locked onto you. Fuck
Blech.
me.
it's good.
You've got IVs and stuff all plugged into you, but you know you rip everything out and
Blood everywhere.
Yeah.
you're covered in sores basically now.
That's sexy.
Yeah. You all feel pretty weak, like you haven't used your bodies in a while, but not to the point where you, like, if you were in a coma for 10 years, you'd be like fully atrophied. It seems like whatever they have done to preserve your body has sort of they've maintained your muscles at least a little bit.
Okay.
So you are able to bust out of your chairs. The dot matrix printer is still printing. It seems like it's probably 6 or 7 pages in now.
I hate you.
But this goes on for a minute. I could just put that on repeat forever, you know?
Oh my god.
That's right. I forgot how slow those things were too.
Oh yeah.
We had him at a job I worked at. It's why I as soon as Mike said it, I was like, yes, that's what I was thinking of. Because the credit union had it that I worked at.
The primary reason for those is to make sure that you can print like carbon forms, because regular printers won't print them.
So we're out of the chairs. The printer's still going. Is there anything like last time we woke up, they were like, stay put, blah, 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 blah. Someone's coming to help you. Is any of that happening?
So as you start disconnecting, you see some flashing lights. And there's no voice over the intercom though. But you do see flashing lights that appear to be like, you know, alert.
Well, we need someone to come in here, so
What do I see when I look at myself in the mirror?
What do you see? What? So you're like completely bald. Like your head is shaved for sure, but do you see Mongoose? Or do you see someone else?
I think I see someone else.
All right.
Like, I think I see, like, I think probably skills-wise and personality-wise, I'm exactly the same, but physically I'm completely different. So, I don't know.
did we lose Parker?
Yeah, their phone died.
Okay.
Yeah. They'll be back soon.
Well, let's take a break while they get back connected.
That sounds good.
Potty break?
I'll go potty and whatnot.
Oh.
Maggie, I had the same thought.
I'm so sorry. My phone died.
We took a potty break.
Okay.
No worries.
What did I miss and why did we roll?
I rolled a die.
Just cause
I was having an idea and it didn't work.
you rolled to have an idea.
No, I had an idea that required me to roll, and it was just in my head and it didn't work out right. So
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, I don't know if it's like the charger I had. But my phone's also been acting fucky because thanks iPhone that's 2 years old. But
Yeah.
it just like won't connect to my computer at all and it won't charge it. So we had to figure out where we were gonna plug it in. And then I had to run to my car to get another charger. So but what I'm so sorry. Did I miss anything?
not really.
I don't believe so.
I mean, Rick decided just now that Mongoose looks different in the real world, but we haven't found out what he looks like yet.
God damn it.
So personality-wise, identical, but physically different.
Can you just be a giant weeb? Can
If
you
I
just be
knew
like,
what that was,
Google it. Can you just be like the biggest neck beard?
The biggest neck beard.
like Andrew Luck,
I don't know whom that is.
They're not from Indiana.
Not from Indiana.
no, he's a quarterback from the Colts.
Okay.
Sport ball.
Ah. Yeah. And
Footballs.
scored the
Wait, we know that Parker's a little bit sensitive about feet right now, so
So gross.
I want to die. I never told you guys anything.
Oh, I miss you so much, man.
Ugh. You're the worst, Michael Parker.
thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome, Daddy.
Gross.
You guys realize I'm just gonna be like completely spamming all of you tomorrow with like and calling all of
Yes.
you Daddy, right? Like that's just like all of you.
I'm so excited.
I just want to see. I don't want to see pictures of your feet. I want to see
No, because you'd have to pay for that.
reaction
Yeah.
to pictures of your feet.
No. So if you want pictures of my feet, you have to pay for them because that's a thing. But while I'm at the formal tomorrow, I'm going to just spam you of pictures of what is happening.
Unless there's feet. Please don't send that to me. Or clowns. Or definitely don't send me clowns.
No,
Our friendship is over.
No, I hate clowns, so you're good.
Yes.
So is it Cash App or Venmo or how do I?
Okay, first of all, it's PayPal because I'm classy.
Yes. I love it.
Listen, I have to make extra cash somehow. It's fine.
It's totally fine.
I'm not trying to judge. I'm sorry. I'm just like trying to imagine Maggie's reaction to.
The feet thing is the only part of it that upsets me. Anything else I would have been not at all concerned about.
I've sold dirty underwear before too.
Kate tried to get me to sell my dirty socks the other day. She was like, no, for real, like you could sell them on the internet and people want to buy them from you. And I was like,
Yeah,
I can't. And I said, literally, I was like, you find the people that want my underwear. And my only issue with that is they have to pay me for new underwear as well.
Dude,
That's part of the cost.
no,
Yeah.
straight up. Like, when I sold my underwear, it was like $250 for a pair.
Yeah. Ugh.
Fuck.
Yeah, man.
I'm so like, how long do you have to wear it though? Because I'm so like tactile and I buy one specific kind, like brand of underwear, and that's it. Because I can't stand wearing like other underwear.
So, like, what I've read about other people is that like you can take request, like they can like do requests for like a specific amount of days. Like some people get real nasty with it, and like
As long as they're comfortable, like I'll wear it for a couple of days and sell it to you for more money. That's fine.
no, but they get like real nasty.
Like work out in these.
Oh
Yeah, or don't wear anything during your period in these or something.
that's
There
where
it is.
I
I was
would-
gonna say, no, it goes
I
worse.
would- I would totally free bleed in some underwear and sell them to people. I have no shame in that. Except that my other shit would get messy. That would be annoying.
Yeah, that's
Well,
like
you just put the pad on the other side.
But that's genius. I
know.
also haven't
Michael
worn
Parker, Dungeon
I-
Daddy.
have not worn a pad since I was probably 11 years old. So,
I
but sure.
will explain to you via text message when we're not
Yeah.
on streaming.
Yeah, I would just
Why-
go for
why
like
I-
a menstrual cup and then just like dump that shit out on it.
it's different. It's a different type of stain, my dude.
You could like let it sit for a little bit, you know?
Like it's a different type of stain. I feel like you don't get like the same musk.
How you doing, Rick? Did we lose you? He's
I
just
mean,
like
you don't get the same us.
hiding his face.
Did we lose him
Oh.
at free bleed or menstrual cup?
Lost him.
Pad on the other side. What was it?
I have a
Where
question.
Sure.
I like how far we've come since the X card.
It's not an X card. I'm just confused.
Okay. You
What-
had a question. What is your question?
So I understand all of the things that you were saying,
Okay.
and I get that that's like a process,
Which wait. What's the process?
like of making the underwear not new anymore.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
But why?
People get off on that for real.
Yeah.
I mean,
no,
come on.
like, hardcore.
Like, haven't you ever seen the movies where like the pervy dude sneaks into a girl's room to the,
And, like,
the
smells her
panty
underwear?
drawer and smells the underwear?
It's like a panty raid.
But with period blood?
Okay,
I mean,
that's
that's
a little.
specific.
Yeah, it's a little specific, but it's definitely a thing.
I mean, if I could charge more for it, I guess that's fine. It's going to
Oh, no.
happen anyway. So,
Oh no, you absolutely would. No, you absolutely would.
But wouldn't
sure.
that be like? And I might be going too far here, and I'm sorry.
Do your best.
But isn't it like? Wouldn't it be like because they were into you?
Not necessarily. There's like
No.
a lot of like it's
that's for sure a specific fetish.
no, absolutely. It's for sure a specific fetish, like for sure. But it's not like specific to a person when it's like a fetish like that. I feel like it's just it is what it is.
Okay, so it's more about the object than where it came from.
Yes.
I mean, the
well,
fact that it came from a woman is probably
yeah,
important.
the
Well,
idea.
You
Men
can't-
can also do this. There's actually quite a market for men's underwear as well.
Oh no, it's just like there's a bunch of women out there who like totally have a foot fetish, but because the porn industry is definitely like overrun run and marketed to men specifically, it's not brought up or as well known.
That's so
And
gross.
I get that. I guess I just was caught up on, like, wouldn't it be like about the person that it came from? But I guess not. I don't know.
Now, when there are real nasty boys out there, like, they don't give two fucks, my dude. Like, I have no idea who the person I sold my underwear to was. None. Zero idea.
And they don't necessarily care that it was you.
No, I didn't post. There was 0 pictures of me at all. It was
Like, because I guess I could sort of get like buying underwear that was like you saw a girl you were into wearing or whatever, but like,
Nah,
No.
they just want the lady junk smell on it. Like,
yeah. Like, I didn't. There were 0 pictures of me. It was just a picture of the underwear.
I am once again just I can't actually wrap my head around somebody trying to fuck a knee, and I don't think I'm gonna get there. But like the dirty panties is like I think I can maybe wrap my head around that.
yeah,
Hey, man.
I'd do it. I'd do it.
Really?
I don't give a shit if somebody has my dirty underwear. I mean, it's
I mean, whatever. Like, no judgment. I just like, hey, it's,
I only care because I like specific underwear and I don't like to lose my underwear. That would like be my only problem with it.
don't want to wear some frou-frou lacy thong shit.
I mean, I would for a short period of time if I was getting the right amount of money for it, I guess.
Wow.
I mean, like, my whole thing is that Charlotte Russe closed down, and that's where I got all of my underwear. So
Mm.
now
Charlotte
like-
Russe closed down?
Like for like everywhere or just like by you?
everywhere.
Oh, I didn't
Oh,
know that.
wow. I didn't know that either.
Oh,
There
yeah,
goes
also-
my youth.
Yeah, that's where I bought all my underwear. 5 pairs for $12. I literally cannot beat that.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, dude. No, I'm real upset. Also, Payless is closing down, so
Yeah, saw that.
got some real cool kicks the other day. Thanks, Mom. Shout out to my mom on this episode.
This is
Hope your
the
mom doesn't watch
episode.
this
I
episode.
hope she's watching.
Oh, man. Yeah, well,
Mm-mm.
to look into selling my underwear now, just not my socks. I don't think I could do it. There really isn't a good reason to not sell your socks. Well, again, I really like my socks too, though.
You know, man.
My favorite part of Christmas is that my mom buys me new socks every year.
Oh my God, mine too.
I
make
just,
it part of the price.
yeah, I'd have to go to like Walmart and buy just a package of shitty socks and wear them around for a little bit.
Get the good ones. Just
No.
charge them for it.
Also, I just want to point out that we're having this like in-depth conversation about my apparently my super risque past, and I'm like, Dan is literally in the next room
Oh, hello,
Just like-
Dan.
finding out all of this shit about me.
Hi, Dan.
It's not weird.
Welcome to our bi-weekly Educate Rick sessions.
I don't know if he's actually listening, but I like halfway through this, I was like, okay,
Oh,
here we
all
are.
right. There it is. Well, you know,
Yeah,
whatever.
we've got used panties for sale and feet pictures.
Maybe he bought some used panties. You don't know.
Okay, no. Here's the really funny thing. So I was in a calendar back in 2012. It was a sexy calendar, but not like titty.
Sexy. Yeah.
Um,
Like a PG-13 sexy calendar.
it was the Geek and Gamer Girls of New Mexico.
Got it.
He
As
actually,
Larson furiously goes to Google.
Definitely.
Hey, whatever.
he actually has one.
Dude,
So
that's amazing.
I've never met anyone else other than me who has had that calendar.
That's great.
Wonderful.
You're internet famous, Parker.
What? Internet fame. It's what I strive for. I've just not achieved it yet.
Listen, back in the day, I used to be like pretty MySpace famous. I was like a pretty well-known.
Oh, man. MySpace famous. That's wow.
Yeah, I mean, you guys have all seen my scene pictures, right? I was, like hella scene.
Mhm.
I mean, I just want someone to give me money to sit on the internet and explain weird things to Rick. That's
Oh my
it.
god, can we make this a podcast and call it I Have a
Explain
Question?
weird things. Oh yeah. I have a question. I was gonna say explain weird things to Rick.
No,
Yeah.
I think Maggie and I should run this podcast, and it should be called "I Have a Question," and it's just us answering Rick's question.
The logo is a very minimalist version of Rick.
Yeah. I think that that's a great podcast right there. I think it's fun.
Yeah.
I'm in. I'm in. Just for the humor.
Oh my god, it'd be so funny.
No, I really legitimately think that we should do this. I love
Let me get married first and then we'll do it.
Okay. Yes, you have a lot on your plate right now. I forgot. All of you are adults and doing adult things.
I mean, it's happening really soon, so you don't have to wait that long.
Yeah, like super soon.
Yeah, like less than a month.
Everyone wants my money. It just keeps coming back to that.
Like, congratulations.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, we're
Venom.
not playing next session because Maggie's getting married the next day.
Yeah, I won't be here. For
Yeah,
the
so
next one.
that brings up an interesting question. So like we're probably at the point where next session is the last session of this game.
Yep.
At this point.
Yep.
And I would like for everyone to be here if possible. And the 2 weeks from now is definitely not going to be that. So I would say we would plan on not playing this in 2 weeks, but if we wanted to, we can keep the date and do something else.
I could do that.
Sure.
Yeah.
Nice.
Because I mean, at this point, you are going to escape from the island or die trying.
Yeah.
Yep.
Live hard or
And-
die trying, girl.
Sure.
It's from Bob's Burgers. It's fine.
I like Eugene Merriman. He's a good guy.
He's great.
So it also brings me to I think we're at nearly 1 o'clock here. So I mean, we're really in the big finale scene. I don't know. We probably don't want to rush anything from here on out. So
I
Yeah.
personally don't have work tomorrow. I don't work Saturdays now.
that's
Which is
nice.
a good job.
Super cool.
I mean,
I don't really think we should stop in the middle.
No, and it's all up to like you Midwest people because I think Matt and I are pretty chilling right now because of what Matt. It's only what 9:47 there,
Yeah.
so I still have at least another 2 hours left inside of me.
I certainly do not.
I
Yeah.
don't have that.
Yeah. which is fine because it means the next time we do this session, we should have enough time to wrap things.
to
Yeah.
really like give
Yeah.
it its all.
So yeah, this feels like the proper stopping point so that you guys aren't all just dead to the world.
Yeah.
Any more than you already are.
Which we are.
A bit.
Still open, dead inside.
I mean, we're still like, at least here in Indy, we got teased with nice weather, and then it was fucking 40 degrees and raining and windy today.
You
Yep.
guys,
It straight snowed in Chicago.
I was in Chicago last Sunday and it fucking snowed.
I
Yep.
We
text
broke one
Parker
rule.
and was like, "Why did you do this?"
Think it was
Yeah.
warm for you today?
It hailed yesterday.
Parker
Mm.
has really fucked up the weather. Like, legit, there are some weather gods that are pissed with Parker and taking it out on us.
What the
It's
fuck,
because I
Parker?
joked with you. It's because I joked with all of you about it. I'm sorry that I told the elder weather gods that I was going to sacrifice a meteorologist and then never did.
And now,
If you're gonna kill a meteorologist, you got to do it. Got to
I
come
mean,
in.
now I think you have to.
Promises.
Rick, were you in Chicago for Celebration?
I was, yeah.
Nice.
Not for Star Wars Celebration.
Oh, okay.
I found out about it after all the tickets were already sold out.
Yeah.
It was my wife's birthday on Saturday last weekend,
nice.
and our 5-year anniversary is today.
Oh, well, congratulations. Nice.
Oh, wow, you guys are celebrating in the best way with you playing this game with us.
She's upstairs asleep, so and we went to Muse at the United Center last Friday night.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
And we went to the Field Museum and saw the dinosaurs, which was her favorite. Then we went out to dinner Saturday night at Greek Islands. Then we went to Second City Saturday night for the late show. And then we went to Dim Sum at the Phoenix on Sunday. So we had a hell of a weekend last weekend.
Chinatown?
I don't know what any of what you just said was.
Have you ever heard of Muse, the band?
Okay, I got that, and that's it.
Okay. Have you ever heard of Saturday Night Live?
Yes.
Okay, so a lot of these Saturday Night Live actors got their start at an improv comedy troupe in Chicago called the Second City.
That is great.
It was really funny. And there was this really cool sketch about somebody who was trans, who was coming out to her dad, their dad or her dad, about having taken testosterone. And he was like, yeah, we sort of just gave you princess parties because we were like, we already had all the stuff. We didn't ask you about it. She was like, yeah, that was sort of shitty. And he was like, yeah, well, you know. But they did it really well, and I did it crappy. I'm sorry. But it was really funny in the moment.
Yeah, that's the big thing with the Second City, right? Is it's all improv, so they're usually just asking the audience for suggestions, like give us a place, give us a thing we're dealing with, and they just
Whose
go.
line is it anyway?
Yeah, it's like a cross between Whose Line Is It Anyway and Saturday Night Live. It's really funny.
Yeah, there you go.
And then, have you ever had dim sum?
No.
It's like Chinese brunch.
It's delicious
It's awesome.
Chinese food.
It's awesome.
Okay.
And Chicago Chinatown is actually pretty cool.
But it was snowing fucking sideways.
Yeah,
Like
Yeah. Maggie,
snowflakes this big going sideways.
I
like,
was so
in my
mad.
face. It was awful.
Yeah, Maggie sent me a picture and yelled at me.
I was like, what did you do?
It's true. That's literally all the text said.
Yeah, I was not happy.
Yeah.
As if it's my fault and not climate change, but whatever.
Well, maybe climate change is
your
happening
fault.
because you have pissed off this elder weather gods.
I think climate change is happening because big corporations don't give two fucks about anything other than money.
So that's maybe why we should just burn down this island.
You
That's
might
what-
be onto something.
That's why we should start real life Senmez.
Eat the rich.
Oh God! Oh God! We're on the internet. Everyone just heard us suggest starting our own bioterrorism group.
It's eco-terrorist.
Whatever.
For a good reason.
Potato, potato.
Eat the rich. Guys, we gotta eat the rich.
Like literally?
Yes.
They are nice and fat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well,
Usually they're not.
marbled, please, is the preferred nomenclature.
I'm sorry, the preferred nomenclature is what?
Well marbled?
Oh.
Fat distribution in meat is referred to as marbling.
Mhm.
Ah, the wealthy are well.
Parker didn't get it because Parker doesn't eat meat.
It's true.
I
But I will-
understand why that did not clear. I got it.
Thank you. But you know what? I definitely would eat the rich, and that's all that matters.
Smells like bacon.
I'm gonna pass on cannibalism and, eco-terrorism.
And moidal.
This is important, listeners. We are not cannibals or terrorists.
Speak
So I
for
need to
yourself.
take
I was gonna
Yeah.
say, you remember, we got Parker here, and I'm not entirely sure about Parker sometimes.
We'll start
This
at the feet.
podcast and all of its contents are works of fiction. Any resemblance to characters living or dead is purely coincidental.
Yeah, that's
Oh my God.
on a list. We're on a list somewhere now.
Listen, I'm already on a list because when I was in high school, I had to do a project on uranium, and my sister and I were IMing from like the house, like from one room to another, about making uranium bombs. So
Oh boy.
I've been on a list for a while.
That means we actually do have listeners.
Oh God.
CIA.
Hi, NSA.
I would like to point out that
Comment below how you feel about this conversation.
I just want to add that my brand new brother-in-law actually works for the NSA. So
What?
shit. Really wish none of us had said this on the internet.
I
That's
want to go first
wild.
for gratitude tonight to Brozo for saying that. That was the funniest comment of the entire session.
And that's why we should actually.
We actually have listeners. Way to go, Chris.
Wow. Shit.
I have a great uncle who works for the CIA, so
Nice. I don't think you're supposed to know that.
I don't know.
He's not that great of an uncle.
Isn't it supposed to be a secret?
I mean, not all of
I
it.
mean, it depends
No.
on what you do for the CIA, I guess.
I don't know.
I mean,
I
you
call
could be like an
Tyler.
accountant.
I don't know
Yeah.
what he does. I just know he works for it.
I call Tyler a super secret agent, but I'm pretty sure he just like works in a cubicle all day.
That's what I assumed the NSA did anyway.
He doesn't. I don't know what he does.
He
Probably
listens
an
to us
analyst.
fuck around on the internet.
Yeah. I'm also just supposed to say he works for the Department of Defense, but whatever.
We've already crossed so many lines.
If you stuck around this long, thanks for staying.
Or
If you
sorry
stuck
that
around
this is your
this long
job.
After the foot job conversation, good job.
Yeah,
That's why they stuck around. It was PayPal for those of you for those of you writing this down at home.
Fuck off, Rick.
I love you.
I love it. Oh my God.
I'm not giving out my personal PayPal to all of our fucking YouTube fucking subscribers.
I mean, if
That's
they
okay.
want to,
Just do escapefarts@gmail.com and we'll
Yeah.
have a PayPal account set up for that.
Fuck, that's right.
Yep.
But you can't. But with PayPal, you can't have two like actual like bank accounts and shit set up to different accounts.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they won't let that happen.
Mm,
You just have to start a new account.
Yeah.
mm. Wow.
The difficulties of running an online business.
This got so carried away.
We were real off topic tonight, y'all.
Yeah. It's all right.
This is what happens when we don't play for 2 months.
Yeah.
Yeah. So carried away. All right. Ah.
Okay, so Rick gave gratitude. Who's next?
Right. I will throw out gratitude to Maggie for being like the one member of the party in real life who seems to have a conscience. It's like it's a good counterpoint to the rest of us who are just like, eh.
That was a really great conversation though about, the morality of pulling the plug on all the people or
Yeah.
Yeah,
And that's
that
what I'm
was,
saying. If Maggie hadn't been playing that part of her character so well, We would have just glossed right past that.
Right past it. It worked though. I think you did have to, she had to talk it out, but in the end, it seems like it's one way or the other. Everyone dies, or they wake up to a world that they want to die in.
Yeah.
Welcome to my everyday life.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
Oh
Finger
my
guns.
god.
Oh.
I'll
Oh,
be here.
dude. You and Adrian sometimes are the same person. It's great.
What happens when being dark is cool,
Yeah.
One day it'll be the other way, and suddenly Parker will be all full of life and happy because it'll be cool,
Joke's on you. This is how I've always been.
Goodness.
Adrian's go-to is I'm not sad, I'm just tap dancing, and then she does a
I can see that.
She's so great. I love her.
yeah. Man, we're supposed to hang out this week.
I'm gonna text you about that.
Okay.
I will go ahead and I'll throw out my gratitude to get us back on that train track. To Parker for talking to Jadzia as though she was almost like a dog or a child doing something wrong when I wanted to shoot a balloon that had the person we were trying to connect with. Because that was a fun little moment for me where it's like, look at me, look in my eyes. No. I
I
could
think
picture
you're
her
more than-
feeling scolded, like, all right.
I feel like no one's ever talked to, I get that we're in a simulation, but I feel like no one's talked to Jadzia like that before.
Oh, it was perfect. It was wonderful.
You're more
Oh,
than
God.
pretty face. Use your brain.
Usually it's Maggie speaking up going, no, don't shoot the person or the... And then usually, suddenly a mayor's head explodes. Maybe
Yeah.
that was the way to get through to Jadzia was like a puppy dog. Bad Jadzia, don't pee in the house. Bad.
I mean,
Wow.
normally Adelaide would be on your side too, but I feel like because she had such a strong connection to Red Tom, she was like, no.
Yeah, that was fair. No, it was well played, and it is definitely one of my memorable parts of the evening with my character.
Mine is gonna have to be to Mike for making my character do the dumbest thing ever.
Yeah, I forgot Mike was an
funniest
option.
way.
I'm thanking for roping my story in, but yes, go on.
No, it was too friggin' hilarious. And I can literally visualize it and it cracks me up every time I think of it.
It's one of my favorite visuals from an RPG that I've ever experienced. I
It's
just
so
I just
perfect.
want it to exist so bad.
It's so perfect.
And I like that it was all slow motion and
So
long.
slow.
Yes,
Oh man, that scene was just perfect.
agreed.
My gratitude will go to Parker and Chris, because when I said you need a connection to us, you both thought of jumper cables, which was my original thought of how you were gonna when I originally thought of the idea was you were gonna use the objects that were given to you as a way to either build or power this flying mobile.
Oh my
Ah,
god, that's
Um,
hilarious.
So when you said jumper cables, I was like, yes, good.
Sorry.
job.
Now I really, really want to know how we would have used the Coke Zero.
I had thoughts as fuel,
Okay.
or you shake them up and they become rocket
little rocket engines.
little rocket engines.
Well, I wasted half of them throwing them at Jay, so.
If you believe hard enough, it works.
Oh my god, that's great.
So no matter what, it would have been ridiculous. But
The pedaling slow
Pedaling.
motion was way funnier.
so much
I'm
better.
so sorry I ruined your dream.
Oh my god,
Oh, it was so
dude.
much better.
It was perfect.
You
It
say
was-
ruined, we say perfected.
Yeah. Mhm.
I just love the idea that in her head she thinks she made it work
Totally did
with
it.
a metal car and umbrella. And this
Oh,
is like
man.
Abigail, a very intelligent person. No, she thinks she built it.
Okay. My gratitude goes to Rick for
Having a
Listen.
question.
yes, for listening to us when we tell him to incognito Google things, for sticking with us when we go off, like when Maggie and I go off on weird fucking fetish tangents,
Yeah.
and like just being so wholesome and asking questions because he like wants to be open-minded and like get more information.
I seriously, like, I have learned more about the world from this group than almost anything else in my life.
We're a great little group.
Like, I was gonna jump in and say my second gratitude is to Parker and Maggie for taking the time to educate me, because you have no idea how like sheltered my existence has been.
We're gonna make a podcast. It's gonna be great.
I'm so excited.
I love educating people.
So in that same vein then, and this is a little weird because he doesn't play with us anymore, but I give a little bit of gratitude for Ryan, to Ryan for introducing me to all of you.
Aww.
Because if it wasn't for him, like, I wouldn't be here. with
And
you.
what would this group really be?
Boring.
Not nearly as entertaining.
I mean, we got some fun people here, but Parker always completely flips this boat under fucking water, and then we have to right it.
It's great. Oh man.
I love you guys. You're the best.
So what do we want to play without Maggie next time?
Oh yeah, I want to hear what you guys are gonna play.
Oh my god, I really want to play actual D&D. This is the only game I play in anymore. I dropped literally all of my other games.
You dropped all your other games?
I was going through a hard time.
Bro, that's sad.
Also, all of them sucked anyway.
It's like holding a candle up to the sun.
I understand.
I mean, there's no way anybody can live up to Dungeon Daddy.
It's true.
You guys.
Or if someone's willing to, having a one-off of Monster of the Week would be pretty rad. If
What
you want
now?
to get spooky with it. Monster of the Week. It's basically like
Supernatural.
They reference like the Dresden Files and Supernatural and Buffy in the. I can actually send you guys the PDF. I can post it in the group.
That would be fun.
If
You gonna
someone-
run?
Do it.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
Wait. Did you ask if I'm going to? No.
Yeah.
No.
Parker, you totally need to run.
I don't have a lot of confidence when it comes to running a game because I have so much respect for DMs because they can like think on their feet in terms of like, this isn't the way that I wanted my story to go. Here's what's going to happen. I can't do that. I will absolutely railroad everyone.
Fair.
I mean,
And then, like, if I ever do decide to DM, like, I definitely would want to DM you guys because I feel like you all are very understanding and would, like, kind of help me with it. But I'm just not there yet.
I know that feeling. I've tried to run something before, and it is intimidating. Like you're either gonna be too prepared, and then you're too robotic, or you're not prepared enough, and then you look like you don't know what the fuck you're doing. Like I have mad respect for people like Mike, and I'm sure Rick pretty much does the same thing from the one experience I had with him running anything. But it's truly a skill. It's outstanding.
I tend to go with not prepared enough and looking like an idiot.
I think if I was making my own world, like our campaign, I think I'd go too detailed, and then I'd be concerned I'd become one of those DMs who are like, "You're going off the tracks I planned. You
Yeah,
can't
that's
do that."
Yeah.
So is Monster of the Week a different system, or is it just like a prompt for games for D&D?
it's kind of like the Fate system.
Okay.
where
Does
you
it use
like-
Fate, or is it Apocalypse World,
It might be Apocalypse World.
or Powered by the Apocalypse?
Yeah, that one. Hold on. Let me do this real quick.
Yeah, it's playbook, so it's
Yeah.
it's Powered by the
Cool.
Apocalypse,
Yeah, I'm.
which
so
is super
sorry.
simple. It's just 2d6, and
Yeah,
then you-
plus your
you-
modifier.
and then you play off your playbook. So, I mean,
I actually was thinking about trying to run a Blades in the Dark game, which is also powered by the Apocalypse. So yeah, this would be great.
But didn't you want to do that for like the actual next campaign that we do?
Oh, I don't care. I want to run what you guys want to play. So, have you
Hmm.
played this before, Mike Parker?
no, I haven't played Monster of the Week, but I play in a weekly Masks game that uses Powered by the Apocalypse. So they're all fairly similar, but they have, a different set of attributes, and then the playbooks are just different.
Yeah.
I've played Monster of the Week before. I was actually in the middle of a game when my DM decided to quit because he couldn't round us all up.
I mean, that happens.
And I mean that's kind of why 2 of my games fell apart. And then I dropped a couple, and I was up to 6 games.
There's a lot of games, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking Christ! I thought it was a lot when I was at 2.
Yeah, no,
Um,
it went a little heavy.
Mike, if you can help me with the rules, I'll run it.
I posted the PDF of the handbook in the group. I
Let's
believe.
see. Basic moves. Wow, it's a 300-page book. I can't read all that in a week.
There's somebody very much enjoying the first. I mean, I'm not going to read the whole thing in a week.
Right.
I can
looks
write
like,
an adventure.
It looks like the last 100 pages wouldn't really matter.
Well, like Bestiary or something.
It's like between game sessions,
Hmm.
arcs, advancements, things like that. There's yeah, I mean,
I just meant the the modifiers and creating characters and stuff, because I'm not familiar with playbooks, but I can totally come up with an adventure.
yeah, let me look at their playbooks and see what all is involved in creating a character.
Because with Blades, it's just like you have 6 dots to assign.
Yeah, so let's see. Ratings. Pick one line. Okay, so you pick a line. You pick how you found out. Pick your heroic, your doom. You get 2 moves. Then another move. It's literally checking some boxes.
Okay.
I feel like it could probably get done pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Now, they are 4-page playbooks, which is, I guess, pretty standard. So we'd have to look into what OK and Doomed okay in dying. Like what the individual stats are in this game that are different. So I mean, I think we could probably figure it out.
Hey, bud, why aren't you asleep?
I was gonna say it's really late there, isn't it?
Yeah.
1:15.
What? Okay, well, it's still in the middle of the night. Go lay down. Everybody say hi, Emmett.
I am.
I am it.
No, it's not for kids.
It's not Dungeons and Dragons.
No, we're not playing Dungeons and Dragons.
So you guys playing?
A different game. It's called Dream Chaser.
Oh yeah. When you guys talking about that in the car.
Yeah.
But
So-
it's like what is it called again?
Emmett, you need to go to bed. Go
Is
lay
Matt
down.
here?
No.
Hi Chris.
Hello.
Close the doors.
Wow.
That was sweet.
Ugh. I love kids. I'm glad I don't have any.
One day when he's older, he will find this recording.
I was just thinking, like, when I get done here, I get to go get in bed, and Rick has to go take care of a child that won't go to sleep.
Yep.
Wow. And then tomorrow, I'm going to sleep until whatever time I want to wake up.
I have really cute kids, though.
Yeah.
Pretty amazing.
Are you going to run a game for him?
When he gets a little older, yeah.
How old is he?
He's 8.
He could play.
Yeah, we talk about it, and like we've made characters before, but like he wasn't really interested in No Thank You Evil. He wanted to play D&D,
I want to play D&D.
and he's
You
not ready for that yet.
Can I tell you guys a story about No Thank You Evil?
Yes.
Please.
So I run like quick 30-minute games for Charlotte like a couple times a week. And one of the last ones, she was tasked with saving Fairy Baby, who got kidnapped by a monster. She infiltrated the monster's room and noticed that the little Fairy Baby was about to get put into a soup pot. And she negotiated with the monster. Instead of cooking and eating the Fairy Baby, she would give him her little brother.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ, Charlotte.
So there's
amazing.
no more kids happening for you, is what I'm getting from this
Mm-mm.
conversation.
Oh,
Mm. Yeah.
Boy.
Yep. And I was like, well, won't your parents be a little upset about that? Oh, they're dead.
Ew.
This is what happens when your dark, twisted mind spawns.
I know.
Can I just say, I absolutely adore Charlotte.
She is going to run the world one day, and that could be real scary
That's
or
real
real
scary.
great.
Yeah.
like I think she got the right like amount from Mike, and God knows I don't know Catherine enough to know what DNA came from there, but she's going to be even crazier than Mike when she gets older. Like, there's no way Charlotte is stomped
is-
out by society and becomes a subdued normal person. She's going to
Oh,
be
they're dead.
She's gonna
They
be
died in a fire.
Pinky in the butt.
Not a big deal.
oh yeah, or she's going to be some sort of ridiculously like awesome, successful artistic person, whether it's writing or something like that. She's too creative as a kid. Like, it's amazing. Like,
That's great.
stellar.
Yep.
She ran her first game for me too, though.
Fuck off.
Like right after that, she ran a game for me. Like it was 15 minutes, but
Hey,
It was a
Like-
super one-off.
like she called for rolls and she told me what happened. I was very impressed.
What the fuck?
wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. 5 years
So,
old.
I mean, what I have learned is that Charlotte should just run your guys' next game.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
If only she was allowed to be up till like the wee hours of the night. Imagine if she was on the cam and Mike's there and it's like, all right, you're going to run them all through a game. And we're like, 15 minutes later, it's over. We're like, all right, well, thanks for coming on, guys.
Okay.
No, then Charlotte goes to bed and we talk about dick jokes for like.
Yes, we can do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
We play a fun fairy game and then we talk about dicks for like 2 hours.
Hmm.
There's just so much to say about them. It's crazy.
After Gen Con, I'm running games for the Independent Game Developers Network this year. And one of the games that I'm running is Mermaid Adventures.
Oh, I know. Oh my god. Can we? Okay, listen. Can we play this? I want to play this.
Yes.
Is that the game we're going to play in 2 weeks?
Oh my god.
I don't have it yet.
Oh, fuck.
I don't have it
What?
yet.
Oh,
I promise I will run it for you guys. I just don't have it yet.
You just crushed Parker's soul.
I mean, we just have to play it at Gen Con then. We'll just sign up for whatever game you're running.
Let me tell you the game that I'm running at Gen Con. I mean, checking my emails. And here it is. My schedule. Mermaid Adventures, Friday 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. and Saturday 6 p.m. to 8 p.m.
oh my god. I want to play this game so bad. Oh my god.
You are invited. And even if you don't make it to Gen Con, I promise I will run it for this group.
Okay,
Nice.
that was one of the things that horrifically drunk Michael Parker texted me about.
Was Gen Con?
Was
Horrific.
Gen Con.
drunk.
Just violently drunk. No,
Uh-huh.
'cause he wasn't violent. Severely.
Severely drunk.
Severely intoxicated Michael Parker.
Yeah.
The other game that I'm running is called The Sword, the Crown, and the Unspeakable Power.
Oh my god.
That sounds cool.
It's like
Mm.
Arthurian knights fighting off an inescapable creeping darkness. And Dream Chaser. One game of Dream Chaser.
Oh my god. Michael Parker, are you running any games at Gen Con this year?
Not on the books, no.
Oh fuck.
Really?
Really? Because I want to enjoy my time.
That's fair. I ran games one year and it felt too much like work. And I was like, I'd rather just have this be my vacation.
Mhm.
He's going to run for us. Because all you fuckers are
Oh my
coming.
god. I still need to buy my ticket.
Yeah, I haven't done that either.
Me neither.
They'll be there for a
And
little while longer.
if you can't find hotels, I have extra space. You have to put up with my kids, but free place to stay.
Mm.
I do like that.
I also might by then. We're house hunting right now, so we'll see what happens.
Mm. I'm reading about Mermaid Adventures. This is adorable.
Oh, what I was gonna say. Can we? I know that Mike isn't running games on book, but can we go back to Doncaster?
For Gen Con, yeah.
I definitely want to play in that world again at some point. One day, it could be one day in the far future. There's so much more about that world that I want to see.
Me too, and we don't have shitty sad boy Ryan there.
There are other continents. I have to know.
And
I
we
dream
can,
about them, and you think that I'm joking, but I'm not.
we can roll up descendants of our old characters. Like you have to be a descendant of a character, but you can't be a descendant of yourself.
I
That's
Ooh,
cool.
that's a good idea. Like, Like-
I have a deep ass character in mind for that. Then already,
You have a what?
I already have like a dope ass character in mind for that. Like I already have a character that I want to play one day, and it would fit perfectly for that.
Okay, you have to text me, but also I want to be a bard so bad.
so
That would
you
be
are
great.
saying that you would be the descendant of Marcus.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Ooh. He passed down his pan flute to you, but you prefer like electric guitar.
Yeah, she's actually in a band called Tegan and Sarah.
Wow.
Or I'm sorry, Tiefling and Sarah.
Tiefling and Sarah. Yes.
Definitely has an apostrophe in there too.
Yeah.
I was gonna play a Furbolg rogue.
Oh, I
who's
was going
just-
for both too.
Who's a descendant
Those stealthy,
Oh,
stealthy
Dakar.
Furbolg.
and just
Wow.
really, really derpy.
What if you were all Furbolgs and you were all descendants of and it turns out Dakoth just like after everything was
bag.
done, he just spread his seed.
Ugh.
I took the my position too serious in the city I was basically like helping run, and I'm like, bring me my wenches.
I've got to repopulate the place.
Yeah, I've got to help out.
Yes.
I did my part. Unfortunately, I was extremely fertile.
Yeah, he just went on a giant fucking spree.
I was thinking when you first suggested the idea of like being the descendants, I thought to myself, I'm like, how funny would it be if all of us had a character of just one of the descendants?
That's great.
And then all of a sudden the idea was like accidentally stumbled upon. It was perfect.
No, I feel like if everyone played like a descendant of one character, it would be Sunshine for sure.
Oh God.
But
Oh,
they'd be all
God.
different races. There'd be like
Yeah, that's
there'd be
exactly
imp.
why.
Somehow there's a tiefling in there. You're not quite sure.
They're all half Furbolg, and you're like, God damn it, Dakot.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's tremendous. That's tremendous.
Just horrible.
Wow, that would be great.
Mm.
I definitely want to go back to that world one day.
Yeah,
Me
returning
too.
to Doncaster would be great.
For sure.
One day.
But I have to see the other continents.
It's fair.
All right. I gotta go because I haven't spent any time with Dan since I've been here. I literally got here and like immediately hopped on.
Hi, Dan.
Sorry, brah.
Hold
Okay,
on.
go hang with your guy, and the rest of you go to sleep.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to bed.
Me
Yeah,
too.
I'm gonna go sleepy.
Go Mimis. All of you go Mimis.
Okay,
I
good
go
night.
Good
Night, night, everybody.
Good
See you in 2
night.
weeks.
Bye, viewers.
Don't forget to smash that like and subscribe button.
Escapefarts@gmail.com.